Y'all, man. I want to talk about the Kevin Durant situation and his injury and what his future holds, and can he come back and be the same player? Um, Initially, when I heard that he was going to play in Game Five, well, I told my son because he was saying that Kevin Durant is going to play, and I told him, well, he may not be the same because he missed a month and he's a rhythm type player, so his shot may be off. But when he played in the game, his shot looked pretty good. I mean, he hit his first what 2 3 shots. He hit like two threes, and I think he hit another jump shot, and he was looking good. And I seen when he was trying to take, who was he trying to take off the dribble? He was trying to take someone off the dribble, and his rhythm wasn't right, and he lost the ball. And then he came back down. He tried to take Serge Ibaka off the dribble. He planted his leg, and then that's when his leg went out and gave out. And before the game, they said he I thought he was gonna have a minute restriction. I thought he was gonna maybe play like 20 something minutes or something like that. But they said that he didn't have no minute restriction, which was surprising to me, saying that the man came off was off for a month, and he had a leg injury. They said a calf injury, but I always thought it was something wrong with his Achilles because when he hurt his Achilles versus the Rockets, he looked back as if did somebody kick him or something, and it didn't tear all the way. It probably had some tears in it. You know what I'm saying? It's like some micro tears in the muscle. It didn't snap all the way, because if it would have snapped all the way, he wouldn't have came back. He wouldn't have been able to play. My thoughts on it. Who's at fault? I know a lot of people saying the Warriors at fault. The medical staff is at fault. Kevin Durant is at fault. No one's really at fault. He wanted to play. Trust me, if Kevin Durant didn't want to play, he wouldn't have been out there. If this wasn't, now you can say, okay, if this wasn't the finals, would he have played? No, he probably wouldn't have played. But he wanted to give it a go. Was he listening to people, outside of, like Twitter, and listening to people on social media saying that he has to give it a try. He has to go out there and see if he can do it, see if he can play. I don't know. It was reports that his inner circle and a lot of people around him was telling him it's not worth it, don't play. But Kevin Durant was kind of tuning him out, and he wanted to play. So it's not anyone's fault. It's just unfortunate. I thought they should have used him in a different capacity. See, because of the game of basketball has so many ways to put players in so many, different, ways to score and to be effective. I thought they should have used him on pin downs. They should have used him off some screens, and they should have used him as a spot up shooter, and they could have used him as a decoy to get Clay and Steph open. When you're trying to take somebody off the dribble, it's so much stress on your legs, period, that I thought they should have went away from that and did other things with Kevin Durant. They could have put Kevin Durant in the post for like 70% of the game. He could have got his own shot in the post by turning around, shooting over anybody they put on him, anybody, or if they was gonna bring the double team, he could have found open guys and made plays from the post. That's what I thought they should have did with him. Taking someone off the dribble is just too much. It's just too much of your leg strength you have to use, and unfortunately, that's when his Achilles popped. I believe that was the how the injury got worse. Now doctors always say when you injure yourself, oh, you can't injure yourself anymore. It's just how much pain can you take. To me, that's the dumbest thing ever. How can you not injure yourself more when you have something that's already compromised? Like his leg was already compromised. To tell if that's what they told him, that he can't injure himself any further, if that was a conversation, to me that was a dumb thing to tell someone. Of course you can injure yourself more. It's already compromised. You already have a injury that's there that's not all the way healed. For you to tell a person that they can't injure themselves anymore, that's asinine. I never comprehend that. Yeah, of course you could injure yourself. You know what I'm saying? It's to now is you know what I'm saying. It's to the effect of how much can you injure yourself, along with the pain. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna be dealing with pain, and you can possibly injure yourself more. And like that's my take on that. You can't. Doctors telling you cannot injure yourself anymore on something that's already injured. if you don't injure that, then you injure something else. You know what I'm saying? Usually because your body compromising for that injury, and you usually injure something else. So yeah, man, it's very unfortunate. Now, can he recover from it? He can cover from it 100%. With modern medicine nowadays, guys have been coming back from knee injuries, Achilles tears. 20 years ago, you pull your Achilles or tear your Achilles, you don't come back. I know Dominique Wilkins came back, and made an All-Star team after he pulled his Achilles in Atlanta. I know he went to the Clippers, and he was able to have a lot of success. But for the most part, back then, guys didn't come back from tearing up their knee or pulled Achilles. Um, he can come back 100% if he takes his time. He has to be able to take his time. Like, it's going to take 8 to 9, 10, 12 months probably. Now, let's say if he fully recovers in 8 months, it's still going to take 4 to 5 more months for his leg to be full strength. You know what I'm saying? So he shouldn't rush back. Now, should he sign back with Golden State, or should he, go off and go to New York or whatever? If I was Kevin Durant, I stay with Golden State. You know what I'm saying? You got a great situation there. You don't really have to feel the pressure to rush back, because they already have a great system, great players there. Steph and them, they can they are good enough to make the playoffs, and get to the second, third, fourth, fifth, get to the finals. You know what I'm saying? And Kevin Durant can take his time, rehab, without the pressure of going to another city like New York or the Clippers, and the fans are expecting him to play sooner than what he should be able to play. Now, we know that he hears chatter on social media, so I think Kevin Durant should go ahead and sign back with Golden State. He get the max there. He get like 200 something million. I know any other team, they can't offer him the super max. They only can offer him the max, and any other team only can sign him to like 180 million or somewhere up in that facility. But that's what I would do. You know what I'm saying? And I don't know what he's going to do, but it's up to him what he's going to do. Whatever's going to make the man happy, hey, do whatever's going to make you happy.